We're going to take a walk down memory lane, and this is back in the day, young Gigi, probably 16 years ago. That's my first detector, a bounty hunter. And right here's the ring. It's one of the first ones ever found at the beach. Looks like one of those mood rings. This is the neighborhood, had lots of houses knocked down, around 72, and right in the center of that picture, I got a target, dug it out, and this is what it was right here. It ended up being a pot. So I started digging real slow, and inside that pot was these 2 jars. And I think it was something to deal with medicine. That little porcelain pot had small holes on the bottom. And that was my best guess. But that was kind of a really unusual find for that particular area. What do you think it is? I just really wasn't sure. But that was probably 13 years ago. I always get a kick when I look at these old photographs. Now that's that bounty hunter. If you know that make or model, please leave me a comment. Let me know, because I definitely don't remember. But look at that cup hanging off my belt. That was just a plastic mug, really all I had at that time, and I drilled some holes in it, and that's what I would sift the sand with. I don't think I even had a pinpointer. I don't remember having one, but hey, it worked at the time. It just... It's funny when you look back at these old pics, the tools that you used back then. That's me there scooping out some pennies, I guess, shaking it out. So after about 2.5 years with a bounty hunter, I bought the White's VX3, and I think I jumped a little too quick. Now I used that for a little while, but man, it was difficult. You should always learn the basics, and I didn't. I just wanted to get something that everybody else had, and at the time that was popular. And I did manage to add a few decals to it to kind of jazz it up a little bit in a patch. But it just didn't work out. I was moving too quick, too fast, and I soon realized that detector wasn't the one for me. I did get a chance right there to use it at a crime scene where a police officer got shot and killed. And then I sold it shortly after that and ended up getting the White's MXT. Now that was an awesome machine. I found a lot of items with that. I guess the moral of the story is take time to learn your detector. Don't move too fast and just jump from one machine to the other. I had to learn the hard way. Now with that machine, I did make a really cool find one day. I've got to tell you this story, folks. Another crazy story from the vault is I was out metal detecting one time at a location where this guy told me an old World War II hangar once was at. Now the foundation was still there, just a big concrete slab, bunch of oak trees. And, I was finding a few items here or there. But then directly behind this concrete slab, I got a target. And I dug and dug, and I hit a top of something. So I started forming the edge, and it was a square edge. I'm like, oh my God, I got a safe. And I dug that thing out and rushed home. I opened it up, and let me show you the photograph. Folks, I couldn't bust that thing open fast enough. It had some weight to it because dirt had seeped into it over the years. Filled it all the way almost to the top with dirt, and I just knew that I had something. But I figured out it wasn't a safe. It was just a big metal box. There's the inside, and when I got it all cleaned up, it ended up being a box full of World War II radio components. That's right. Nothing. They were all rusted and to nothing but junk pretty much. A couple of dials and stuff, but nevertheless, it was a cool find because I thought I hit the mother lode. I thought I had something really valuable, and my chest was beating the whole time. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Another one from days long gone. Now this is the college, Florida Southern College. College was out, had permission to do the parking lot. Apparently no one ever hit this lot because every one of those little red dots I put, that's approximately where I found a coin, and this lot was loaded. I don't remember which metal detector I had at the time, but man, there's the pile that I found, a little earring as well. And I had a dog tag too. It just goes to show you never ever know. Don't pass up any small dirt parking lot because this was loaded. But the only cool thing about this toy is this has to be the coolest little toy cars that I've found, with the exception of one. We'll talk about it in a minute, but these are little toy dragsters made by Tootsie, and man, I just love them. They just look so cool and bring back some memories. Now this is the coolest little toy car that I found. It's about 6 inches, Manola Toy Car. I found this in a neighborhood that had been wiped out and the city was going to redevelop. And I found this probably about 6 inches down. It's very rare that you would find it still with the wheels on it and in such good shape. It's just an amazing find. It's just hard to believe that that little car was dropped, probably by some kid playing. Maybe his mother called him in to eat and he left it. And for a little over 80 years, that car sat there, was covered up with leaves and debris, and managed to work its way down about 6 inches deep. And then here I come along one day metal detecting and saved it, found it. And look right there, the kid even scratched his name in Ray. You can see it right there on the door. And just, that has some great memories. Folks, that was a cool little find. The last find I want to talk about was right here. Folks, that foundation was laid in 1940. There was a building there. It was knocked down, gone long ago. Now they're going to rip up all that concrete and build something else. Where after they tore up all that concrete, I went in there and found this literally maybe an inch below the dirt. This magnificent looking San Francisco Railroad padlock, and there was a train track directly behind that lot. It had a patent date on it. I believe it was late 1800s, and it cleaned up nice. I took it to work, used it as a little piece on my desk for years. I just love it. Saving history with every dig is what it's all about, and this was an awesome find. Well, I hope you enjoyed that blast from the past. Those are some of the old digs way before I ever had a YouTube channel. And please consider subscribing to the channel and just leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about some of those old digs, and I hope you really enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you out there on that next dig. Take care.